Today I have for you a Korean match on Metalopolis, spawning at the 9 o'clock position, none other than IdrA. Definitely a fan favorite, one of the best Zergs in the world. IdrA plays in Korea. I mean, he's that devoted to it. You know, he's American born, he's playing the game in Korea. You know, Starcraft 2 for life when it comes to IdrA. This guy is strictly business when it comes to this game. And yeah, as a result, it's earned him a lot of respect. It's earned him certain reputations when it comes to this game as well. And yeah, very popular player. So I'm looking forward to seeing his play today. I'm wondering how this player DdoRo is going to fare against IdrA. So yeah, this is going to be the Blue Protoss player spawning at the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock position on Metalopolis. I'm going to call him DdoRo for the extent of this match. Another Korean player. I would certainly expect that this was a ladder match. I can't imagine what else it really would be. But definitely off the Korean servers, and that can be seen in IdrA's name as well. Normally he's got the EG tag on, and that would be his North American BattleNet ID, but yeah, just going to be IdrA today. He is part of the Evil Geniuses clan though, and definitely, you know, a few other big name players like Machine, In Control, amongst others that are part of Evil Geniuses as well. So this should be a good match, and we are going to get right into the commentary. I'm going to put up the production tab for you guys, leave the health bars off for the time being. We did have a 15 pool, I believe, for IdrA. A little bit less orthodox, actually. I mean, IdrA's just been loving the fast expand, especially with the recent patch, making it you know, making it a lot easier for Zerg players to fast expand. Zealots take a little longer to come out. And especially when you're playing against Terran, I mean, fast expanding is just about standard at this point. But following up his initial spawning pool with a 15 hatchery as well. No gas just yet for IdrA. And a forge initially for DdoRo. So it looks like we're going to be seeing a forge fast expand here. Now I just want to check out the vision of IdrA. Definitely does not know about this expansion just yet. IdrA does have a drone though heading across the map. So IdrA's drone is going to head into DdoRo's base at just about the same time as DdoRo's probe. The probe is going to see the fast expansion and then the timing of everything else. Got to be careful those Zerglings though. I'm not sure if this probe is going to make it back alive. He is going to have to, yeah, scoot as fast as he can. The Zerglings without speed do run a little bit faster than workers. So back at DdoRo's base, IdrA has seen exactly what's going on, so I'm wondering how IdRA's going to alter his build to react to this forge fast expand. We've got a cannon that has just gone up at the natural expansion. That cannon, I mean, the placement as of right now isn't great. If there was some super early pressure from IdrA, there could, you know, pretty easily surround this cannon with Zerglings. But usually, and yep, it is going to be the case in this game as well. We are going to see more buildings placed here. We got a cybernetics core, and I would expect probably another gateway to go down to complete this wall off. We're just going to have to wait and see. Chrono boosting out more probes on both Nexi at this point, and IdrA actually has a roach worn out already. No Zergling speed. He definitely got that extractor very late, so I mean, no early speed. We might be seeing a early layer tech. Just gonna have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, we're wondering how IdRA's gonna deal with this, because he doesn't want, you know, DdoRo mining off of two bases and just completely uncontested. Although it is pretty tough when you spawn at these cross positions on Metalopolis. It just makes such a world of difference, your spawning locations on this particular map. Two assimilators going down, and DdoRo actually completed the wall off with an additional pylon. So with these buildings in place, it's definitely going to be Zergling tight. But, I mean, IdrA went roaches. Often you would see a Zerg player, you know, try some Baneling play, because, I mean, you can take out both of these pylons, no problem, with just a handful of Banelings. So that's sometimes used, but it looks like IdrA, taking a look at his vision, definitely establishing map control. He's got 3 roaches and a couple Zerglings already, another roach reinforcing, while IdrA is now pumping out drones. And 2 cannons in position, 1 zealot guarding the probes. We're going to see how effective this initial harassment is. I'm going to turn on the health bar so you guys can follow the micro. This roach micros his way back, doesn't want to get taken out too early. A third photon cannon on the way. Zealot getting some shots off on these 2 roaches. 1 roach does go down. A second roach gets taken out by the photon cannon. Zealot goes down. Sentry now in the mix. Don't want to lose that Sentry. That force field not doing a whole lot. That Sentry does go down. But now that the Roaches have 4 range, they can actually reach the Photon Cannon, even shooting over the Cybernetics core. So IdrA continuing to put the pressure on. All the probes coming off the line, trying to get a surround off on these Roaches. But still continuing the pressure here. Probes, you know, doing some decent work. A lot of these Roaches, they're all in the red now. Trying to get some more cannons down. This Photon Cannon here just put down as well. A Stalker going to get some shots off. And with the increased range of the Stalker, it does have that advantage over the Roaches. It looks like DdoRo is going to clean this up. And the pressure for the meantime is going to cease. So taking a look once again at IdrA's vision, doesn't know what's going on in the Protoss base just yet. We have 4 more warp gates for a total of 5. Warp gate research, of course, has completed. Taking a look at IdrA's base, finally getting that 4th extractor down, spreading the creep as well. Very important, you know, for any Zerg player. And I mean, Zergs are getting a lot better at that these days as well. And holy crap, like upgrades galore at this point. 4 upgrades on the production tab for IdrA. We've got Ground Carapace level 1, very important for Zerg players. Most of them favor getting the armor upgrade instead of that ground weapons early. Overlord of movement speed, of course, and also speed upgrades for Roaches and Zerglings on the way. So that definitely gives us a pretty great sense of what IdrA is going for in this particular game. All at the same time, we do have the ground upgrades for the Protoss player as well. Still no scouting going on, so IdrA, I mean, pretty much in the dark. I guess he's going to wait for that Overlord speed to finish, which is going to be done right now. And yeah, just as I'm saying that, he moves the Overlord in. So taking a look at IdrA's vision, he scouts all the warp gates in play at this point, and there is going to be a total of 6. The robotics facility as well, very vital scouting information. And this Overlord going to try to flee and escape. Is he going to make it with 4 Stalkers on his tail? 33 hit points. Ooh, that is the luckiest blob of gas I've ever seen. 6 hit points he gets out of there alive. All at the same time, at the northwest portion of the map, we do have another expansion going down for IdrA. IdrA is picking up a 3rd base. Definitely going to be getting that economic advantage going soon enough. Excellent, you know, continuing to inject. Let's see, is he going to inject? That energy on that Queen creeping up just a little bit. Yep, there you go. Double injects going down there. The Ground Carapace upgrade is finishing. 1 Overlord does get taken out by these pursuing Stalkers. No supply. Well, I mean, 108 over 110 supply for IdrA, so he's got to pump out more Overlords right now. Taking a look at the Army tab, we definitely have an advantage in IdrA's favor, but 11 Harvesters more for IdrA is going to make up for this army differential. So really what I'm saying is the army sizes for both players are the same, but IdrA has a better economy. You got to be careful with those Overlords, losing 2 of them in a hurry, and that is going to effectively supply cap IdrA as he is in the red. And we do have Tunneling Claws actually going to be finishing up any second now. Burrow research already done, and it looks like there is going to be a very significant push here in just a moment. DdoRo going to attempt to lay siege on this 3rd base of IdrA. IdrA really heavy on the Roaches. Taking a look at the units tab, 24 Roaches, 3 Queens, and on the production tab, 32 Zerglings on the way. Holy cow. And this looks like it is going to be it. Stalkers leading the way. 1 Immortal, and pretty sentry heavy as well. 5 sentries as well, and each of those sentries have a lot of energy. Keep an eye on these force fields, as this is going to be a big engagement. Roaches getting a good concave, but as I'm saying that, a lot of force fields going down, really diminishing the effectiveness of these Roaches. All the Roaches caught inside the force field do get taken out. Roaches and Zerglings forced to funnel through this tiny gap in the force fields. More Stalkers reinforcing from that proxy pylon. A lot of these Roaches going down, and DdoRo, whoa, wait a minute, IdrA, no GG, that is a rage quit, classic IdrA move. And to be really honest, how necessary was that? Looking at the army tab, the Protoss player at 102, IdrA sitting at 93 supply while he quit the game. On the production tab, I mean, 28 Zerglings on the way from his natural, along with his main base. So, yeah, I mean, maybe IdrA would have had to sack this third base and, you know, retreat with all these drones back to his natural. But I don't know if this sort of... this just rage quit was warranted. Ooh, look on the resource tab as well. Now, this is not the IdrA I know with 1,100 and 900 resources, respectively, minerals and gas. Yeah, so just his macro slipping a little bit, and just beautiful play by DdoRo here, putting those great force